Yoshiteru and Yakuso YouTube, this is going to be the final in the losers bracket in Gamer Dudes Just Coming to the Tournament. Today on the rice fields, as picked by the opposing players, AA Pointman aka ReflexCss on YouTube playing against the Prussian Prince. This is going to be a interesting battle between these two guys. Now the losers bracket final, the winners bracket final, and furthermore, battles from this stage on are not going to be randomized. In fact, players are going to be able to pick their factions so that we don't get mixed up things like Mori versus Hojo or boring stuff like that. We want to make sure that the battles are nice, crisp, and interesting. So, Prussian Prince showed a lot of promise at the beginning of the fight, but then lost. Dropped to the losers bracket. The same could be said about ReflexCss. Both here very interesting players. They sort of have their own little ways of doing things, so let's go ahead and put this on pause. The Uesigi today is led by the Prussian Prince, who has... oof. Wow. 2 units of Yaraya Shigaru, 2 units of Uesigi Warrior Monks, and then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units of Uesigi Warrior Monks. Are you shitting me, Prince? Shame for the display. Monk spam has been initiated. Light cav, light cav, light cav, light cav, light cav, and a Yaraya Shigaru. So this formation here by the Prussian Prince and regular staff, he has 9 Uesigi Warrior Monks, 3 Yaraya Shigaru, 2 Warrior Monks, and 5 Light Cav. What a weird army setup. Sort of spamish. You can see here, this is the army of ReflexCss, Pointman. He's got 2 units of these Matchlock Samurai at the front. Yaraya Shigaru, 2 of them. There's a third, so 3 Yaraya Shigaru in his second line. He also seems to have some Bow Warrior Monks thrown in there in the mix. He's got 2 of those. And then he's got 1, 2 units. Are they just 2? Yes, 2 units of these Shimatsu Katana Samurai. And I sort of want to get pause to actually get both players' maneuvers here. So actually 3 Shimatsu Katana Samurai. We've got some light cav, 3 light cav, 1, 2 Naginata Warrior Monks, 4 Naginata Warrior Monks, another light cav, so that's 4 light cav, and a great guard. And I think he is using a regular general as well. So let's see how this battle takes place. Ladies and gentlemen, no key buildings today on the rice fields. Both players, I guess, trying to set apart their armies here. You can see Prussian Prince already going for the wide line here. Both of these players at one point in time were together in the HM clan, and so guessing from that, I'd say both of them have pretty much a similar insight on how battles should be fought. And I do know that they were very, very close Napoleon Total War rivals. They fought each other, and I have seen actually a couple of their replays. So anyway, you can see here our Reflex's forces on the right side up the map. They are on the right side of his army, his Naginata Warrior Monks. So you can see now basically what's happening is just some reshuffling of the troops. It looks like we're not going to be seeing a lot of skirmishing here, even though we do see a little bit of movement. Looks like these Uesigi Warrior Monks are going to go forward. They are going to be able to kill the Warrior Monks of their opponent. You can see the Shimatsu Warrior Monks have 65 reload, 60 accuracy, and 175 range, while the oh, look at that, the Uesigi Warrior Monks actually have 60, 65, 170. They have the same stats, but looks like these guys have been given upgrades, I'm guessing, because they are getting a reload skill bonus and a melee attack bonus. Oh, it's because of stand and fight. Okay, so it looks like Reflex setting up, or Pointman setting up stand and fight here to give his bows a little bit of an advantage. And it looks like that is going to boost his troops' melee attack and they're actually going to push their reload skill up to 65 to actually outmatch this unit here of Oesegi Warrior Monks. So you can see here that these guys are getting showered. They already got 7-2 kills, while Point Man's forces, this one has got 10 and this one has got 0. So they're pretty much on equal ground at this stage, pretty much. 1 at 9 and 1 at kill, 1 at 9, 1 at 10 kills in terms of the bow. You can see both armies sort of standing idly now. ReflexCss bringing to the side here flanking force of 2 matchlock samurai, supported by a Naginata warrior monk. Now there is no cav in this battle that is essentially anti-cav. Like, you can see that they both have a lot of light cavalry. I don't know why Prussian Prince has his cav lined up like this, but Point Man does have one unit of Great Guard which he could use to his advantage, and you can see now a light cavalry rush being initiated by Reflex/Point Man. I'm just going to call him Point Man. I think he prefers to be called that. He's going to try to rush his troops forward, and you can see now some movement again, counter movement. Some Yari Ashigaru pushing forward. He's going to casually go back behind the lines, and Point Man now retreating again to his Great Guard unit. You can see that these matchlock units are actually kind of already tired. So a stalemate, ladies and gentlemen, is what we have at hand. Both players seem to be fine with letting their skirmish contingents skirmish. You can see here the total number of kills that the bows of Prussian Prince got so far are 18. The total number of kills that these Shimatsu warrior monks got are 8, 4, and 27. So you can see that Point Man has actually been putting on the fire a lot more. And finally here, Rally is going to go off. I'm guessing an anticipation in attack. Yes? No? And you can see now, he now realizes that his bows are not getting the bonus that they require. And he is going to go into stand and fight, but is it going to be too late? Here's another light cav attempt to try and go forward. And I think Point Man is doing this, one, to sort of test the waters. He wants to see how Prussian Prince is reacting, and 2, he wants to get, I'm guessing he wants to have these light cav get targeted by his opponent's bows so that his own bows can survive longer in the fight. You can see 39 and 41 kills on these units. So Point Man has definitely been doing a lot more damage with his bows than Prussian Prince, but now with Prussian Prince going in stand and fight, his reload skill is going to go up to 72 and accuracy go to 67, so he does have an advantage now. But is it going to be too late? 38 and 26 to 45 and 42. But you can see that most of the kills that Prussian Prince, has gotten have appeared to be against these bows. Here comes another light cav attack, and now Whistling Arrows is going to go off. And Whistling Arrows is going to have an effect on these guys here. You can see that now the effects of stand and fight are not in effect anymore. And these guys' reload skill has been dwindled down to 32. Matchlock Samurai now at the front. Again, the reload skill is 0 at this stage. They do take a shot at the front line. Let's see how many kills they managed to get. They only did about 20 kills. Now Whistling Arrows is going to go off. And you can see this warrior monk unit is actually starting to waver and now is out of the battle, similar to the warrior monk that Point Man lost. But now Point Man is actually shooting his opponent with matchlocks. I do not know why Prussian Prince is pushing his bows up and getting shots. Point Man just going to withdraw his matchlocks, and now he's going to send his Yari Ashigaru forward. There goes the tighter formation. Spear wall has been initiated. And looks like he is going to try to get in position here. And finally the advance is upon us. A Great Guard charge on the side of this Yari Ashigaru, and they are not in position to take it. You can see here they're being pretty much devastated by this Great Guard. Now they're going to turn around and hit this unit. Watch how Prussian Prince is going to try now and match the formation of Point Man, who is falling back slowly. You can see that Prussian Prince could actually get a nice little surround going. Point Man doing the correct thing, continuing to fall back here to get a better position. But at this stage, I don't really know what he is planning to do. You can see now that he is going to commit his samurai, and here comes the main engagement across the line over here on the right. this Katana Samurai got a nice charge on this Yari Ashigaru, and here come the Uesugi Warrior Monks to come in. You can see some movements happening on the flanks. Uesugi Warrior Monks being dispatched by Prussian Prince. Warcry is going to go off at the front line. You can see Warcry going off all over the main line, the main battle here. Warcry also being instantiated by Pointman himself, so this is going to be a close fight. You can see that the Uesugi Warrior Monks are going to have sort of an advantage on the flanks here, but these Katana Samurai, Shimatsu Katana Samurai, should hold their own. Stand-in fight going off now on both general, or so it appears. But you can see that the stand-in fight was placed really oddly here by Prussian Prince. Actually, he's not in stand-in fight at this stage. He just ran his men down, and he's going to try and rush forward onto the sides here. These Uesugi Warrior Monks coming in, doing a side attack. This light cavalry now coming in. You can see there are still some more light cavalry in reserves for Pointman, who is now getting pushed from all flanks. This unit of Great Guard is still alive, and here comes the Hammer and Anvil side. He is going to swing around these Yari Ashigaru and hit the Uesugi Warrior Monks from the back. He's going to do a lot of damage. We'll see Matchlock Fire being shot directly into his troops, trying to rout that Uesugi Warrior Monk, and look at that. 2 units starting to waver. That Matchlock Fire is now looking very, very effective. You can see Pointman lining his troops up excellently here. They're actually not shooting into his own men's backs. They're shooting into the general of Prussian Prince, who did position his general very awkwardly here, and we could probably see here a general snipe, and you can see this light cav now trying to hit the Matchlock unit, and it is going to hit them, but they're going to be met by more light cavalry from Pointman's side. Cavalry maneuvering happening on the right behind the forces of Pointman, but you can see Pointman salvaging his left flank with that beautiful Matchlock maneuver, and he is now going to be able to overwhelm the left flank, so he's won the battle there. Not looking so good for him on this side of the battlefield. You've got a lot of units, but these are Yari Ashigaru, and just shows you how great of a unit Yari Ashigaru can be. They are a very defensive unit, especially with stand and fight around. I mean, their morale isn't great, their attack isn't great, and look, even their defense is now about to get shattered because of Warcry. But you can see there, Prussian Prince lost his general in that fight. He positioned him really weirdly there in that line. As I said, I would not have expected him to push him so forward. Probably him keeping him back and putting him in stand fight would have been able to tip the balance there, but Pointman reacting very excellently with that Matchlock maneuver, and at this stage looks like Pointman is going to walk away with the battle, but you never know. Anything could happen still at this point. Luckily for Pointman, he still has light cav in the mix, and he also has some Yari Ashigaru remaining, and I think this is his general. Yes, his general still lives, 21 men, and now he is going to go behind his Matchlock lines, which are still alive. He is reforming them. He does have some spears, and you can see that he's moving his units to the sides, and these guys are now getting shot up and mauled. And looks like at this point he is willing to actually lose his Katana Samurai, because he knows that the Matchlock Fire is actually going to affect a lot of these enemy units, and it is indeed going to start wavering. And there goes the battle. Light cavalry going to try to attempt one more charge, but they are going to flee before they do it. What a great fight. Prussian Prince employing monk tactics, while Pointman uses the advantage, pushes the elements to his advantage. You saw there Prussian Prince misaligning his general, Pointman reacting very quickly, putting his Matchlocks there in the middle of the line, sniping Prussian Prince's general out of the picture, and nerfing that morale boost that he had going on for him. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the losers bracket final. Hard luck to Prussian Prince, and good luck to ReflexCss or Pointman. We'll be moving on to the next round. Comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. Check them out in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next battle.